Yes, hello and welcome to another Searchmetrics webinar. Today we are going to show you how to set up a brand and non-brand dashboard to kickstart your SEO campaign. So let me just introduce ourselves. So my name is Björn. I'm the Director of Digital Strategies Group here at Searchmetrics.
And I'm Felix. I'm Senior SEO Consultant in Digital Strategies Group as well. So previously working with some Rocket Internet Ventures, then goes to Zalando, and then now here am I. So the idea today is, to help our listeners today to, basically kickstart their SEO campaign.
Very good. And, as I'm working with Felix since a year now, it's really good. And this actually dashboard he was building for a client is so good and so valuable that we decided to make a webinar out of it. So I hope you will enjoy it. Just in short, to the Digital Strategies Group, we're an integrated consultancy here at Searchmetrics. So we are offering content marketing services, strategic consulting, and SEO consulting to our clients. So if you are in need of anything of that, you can just contact us and we will help you with everything. Some of our clients you'll see here. And just to open up the discussion and actually the webinar, I just want to point out why it's important to have a brand and non-brand distinction between both. When I started in SEO, there was not the not provided problem we have today, meaning that in analytics you can't see anymore where where your traffic from which keyword is coming from. So it's really important to know how the traffic is divided on brand and non-brand terms. And most of the people are reporting SEO as a traffic source in general. They say, hey, I have 60% SEO traffic within the whole traffic distribution channels, and it's actually not true, because within these 60% there might be 70% brand, but just 30% non-brand. Exactly. Right? So and it's really hard to measure the success of your SEO campaign, because if the brand awareness goes down, then your traffic will go down as well, right? Exactly. So whereas if you put a lot of effort in creating new content, restructuring your website, and you leave out the brand traffic, then you will see definitely a growth in your non-brand traffic, and you will. It's very helpful to report the SEO success within the company as well, right? Exactly. So very good that you built this for one of our clients, or actually for every client now. We just take this as a blueprint, and that's why it's important we will show it to you today. Just in short, what is brand and what is non-brand. Brand queries are any search queries that include the brand with all its synonyms, for example, buy mobile phone, Amazon. And non-brand queries are generic search queries without your brand, so buy mobile phone. We will jump into the dashboard so that you can see it, what the end result will be, before we then go directly into how it's built. Yeah, and so here's basically kind of the summary tab. So the idea to pull all the data like directly here, where you can see all the overviews of everything basically from your website. And from here we also split them into, for instance, first one, brand keywords ranking not on position 1. So it's really important to check, okay, if you're targeting certain brand queries, your synonyms and everything, to check, if they're even ranking number 1 or not. Mm-hmm. If not, you need to do something about it. Second one is the non-brand ranking. So these are the non-brand that is ranking on first page, but not on position 1. So here's mostly where your low-hanging fruit lies. And this data is from Searchmetrics. Exactly. Data, right? So we took an example of Google Webmaster Block, first 1,000 sets of keywords. We put it here, and that's basically the sample data. And you have also the non-brand ranking. Right. Yes. So non-brand keywords that is not ranking on first page, so from second page and above. Mm-hmm. Then
Yeah, that's basically the three main, aspect where you need to check. So we'll explain to you further later how to come up with all this data and how to, create this kind of dashboard.
Really cool.
So first, before we start, like, why do you even need this kind of dashboard?
So why do you need this dashboard,
Yeah.
Felix?
So first, when you just join a company or you just start on a website, you kind of need a starting point as a base. Where can you start, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we see also a lot of people struggle when they want to sell, their SEO in-house, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't even know, in a quick way, like where your status quo for your brand or non-brand status on your website. You don't know where your brand stands right now compared to competitors, for instance. And, this will really help you to make really quick analysis, discover your potential, discover your gaps within the industry. How well are you compared to competitors, basically? And, as brand awareness is really important to position yourself in the industry, this will also really help to compare your current brand search volume, for instance, compared to your competitors in the industry. And therefore, you can easily make a decision for budget allocation within these two categories, whether you should invest more on brand or in non-brand.
So meaning that if I see, the traffic distribution on organic, and I see, that for my brand, there's actually non-brand traffic is much higher than brand traffic, which is actually good, but nobody's searching for the brand. And that means actually that you can not only on SEO, but invest more in brand awareness campaigns,
exactly.
like be it out of home or be it television, commercial and stuff. So it's a really nice indicator, right?
Yeah. So first thing you need to do is you need to download your data, of course. So download a set of your raw data. In this case, we can take it from Searchmetrics Research Cloud. So key in your domain, key in your country, and then, basically this tool will show you all of the keywords with positions, URL, for your brand that's ranking currently with your website.
Mm-hmm.
And from there you go to the long tail keywords, then export all of the keyword to Excel sheet. Then you copy all of this data to the dashboard, basically. So in the dashboard you have this last tab, raw data. So copy all of this raw data there, and after that, the tools will basically take care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But before the tool is taking care of everything, first you need to insert your synonyms of the brand, because we're talking about brand and non-brand. So the tools need to know, okay, what's the synonym for your brands. So you can enter this in the summary tab. When you go there, there's some sections where you can custom entry. The first is your brand synonym. So here you can, insert up to 3 brand synonyms. So for instance, in this case for Google, you have Google, Google's with S, and Google without E.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, you can, enter your CTR for organic. You can also enter your CTR for your CPC. Then you can also enter your kind of conversion rate and average basket. So from all this parameter, basically the tools will calculate like how many potentials you can have, okay, how many gaps you're having right now, and what is your status quo. So let's go through each of these sections in the summary tab to really show you, okay, what is it about and how you can utilize that. So the first section of it, we have kind of the summary of potential monthly revenue where you can get from SEO per month. So this is basically the amount of traffic you can get from all keywords you're ranking right now, multiple by your conversion rate and average basket.
Super cool, yeah.
Exactly. Then if you go to the previous one.
Sorry.
You can also see, okay, if you don't invest in CPC, or if you invest in CPC, this is the amount of money you pay for ads per per month, basically.
For all the clicks you calculate,
All the clicks
based
you
on the
calculate,
click-through rate.
ranking position 1 with all of the keywords you have. So if you're ranking organically position 1, this is the money you save per month by not putting an ads on CPC campaign.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. So now let's move on to the second section. So this is the share of brand, non-brand. So in this example, we put like 1,000 set of keywords from Google Webmaster Blog. And here you only see 900, for instance. This is due to, sometimes one keyword is also ranking for, more than one URL, right?
Makes sense. Huh?
So, and this tool also checks, if you're having this kind of duplicancy, and later you can utilize this as well to check, if you're having some cannibalization within your website. And here's so showing you the split of brand and non-brand with the share of queries, and as well as the total sum of search volume within all the keywords you rank, then the potential traffic you can get as well. So this also show you the traffic index. So kind of emulate, how much traffic you're getting right now compared to how much traffic potential you can get per month, basically. Here, the graph, kind of show you, the bottom one, like this is the amount of potential. The green one is showing you the amount of potential you can get versus the red one, like how much traffic you're generating right now. So you can clearly see, your gap here. So from here, you can, detect your potentials and, go further. Which sections of the website should I check first? Then, if you move forward to the third part of it, this is more about, another deeper split between this brand and non-brand, where it shows you, where your potential really lies. Here we'll summarize all the brand queries, which is not ranking on position 1, how much keywords or how much queries are they, how much duplicate you have, and the search volume potentials with the potential traffic as well.
So these are the low-hanging fruits, like
exactly
classical SEO approach, optimize everything, ranking on position 11 to 20, because these are, most potentially those who will give you quick wins.
Exactly. It also calculate, the potential revenue you can get from this set of keywords if they're all ranking number 1. Then you have the non-brand queries, which is in the first page, but not position 1. That's kind of mainly your low-hanging fruit, and some queries that you haven't optimized it well, second page and above. So now let's go through each of these tabs. So as I showed you before, first tab is the brand ranking, not position 1. It already filter everything, sorted by amount of search volume. And in the first tab, it also show you, unique or duplicate. Duplicate means you have this keyword ranking for more than one URL. So in case, you have cannibalization happening in your website, you can also check from here. So then the second tab, as we mentioned before, you have the low-hanging fruit, mostly for non-brand keywords. You can also check your competitors' content. Check in SERPs, basically, which website is ranking on position 1 and what. Then even better, in the non-brand ranking, above 10 tab, this is also already sorted by search volume, so you can see which keyword you're already ranking with, but you haven't optimized it well. So maybe from here you can pick up some ideas. The topics you haven't even think about before, but your website is already ranking for it. So you can start optimizing maybe from there.
Or even if there's something which is really crucial for your business, you're ranking so worse on it, like on page 2 or 3, then you should definitely do something.
If it is your main
it,
keyword for your non-brand keyword for your industry, and you're still not optimizing it well, then So from all these 3 tabs, you can basically filter out by unique or duplicates. In this case, we want to filter out by duplicate and cross-check that keyword in the raw tab data. So as I mentioned before, if you go one slide further, here you can see, okay, what kind of URL ranking for this keyword. If you're having, for instance, more than one URL, you can check cannibalization. In this case, for canonical URL, we can see that Google is having one single page, but they just split it into several, for instance, several URLs. Or if you have, for instance, your pagination index or your URL parameters or any other URL except for your main URL ranking for the keyword.
And what we can also see is that Google isn't, following the SEO rule to, update one article on a topic, but is publishing more, different URLs with the same topic. So our advice to Google here would be look at your URLs and maybe you can consolidate something and update some articles, right?
Yeah. So yeah, then this is kind of the summary of the tab again. And cool thing is, you can also do this on the directory level. So before we're only talking about the website level. So, but you can also even go deeper to your directory level. So basically check all of this data within your directory split. So,
okay, let's have a look at this.
Yeah. So what you can do is in Research Cloud, you can go to directories, and this tool basically, this section will basically show all the subfolders you have within your website. As we can see here, Google is doing it per year and month combination. Then you can, in the summary tab in the bottom, you have this section with categories. So you can input your directories or special parameters there. So here, for instance, we put like the year directories. You can also do this basically for any parameters you have, like paginations, product ID, or .html, .php.
So everything which refers to a specific, directory or category,
or group of URLs, basically. So this will basically show how much potential you can utilize from these certain directories, and maybe to have it comparison with the others.
And I guess it's also, possible to do it on your competitor's website, right?
Exactly. So the beauty of it, you can also do the same for your competitors. So just do the same method, key that in Research Cloud, and put the raw data in the dashboard, and you can kind of compare it. Okay, what is your status quo right now compared to your competitors?
Oh, super cool.
Yeah. So you can click the comparison, then key in your competitor's domain within the same country, then extract the data.
Okay, cool. I think it was a short but very valuable and useful information stuffed webinar. Thank you very much for sharing this. I think the key takeaways here are: first is discover your potentials and gaps within your website. You can use it, use the Searchmetrics suite to get all this data. Benchmark where your brand stands within industry and competition. Spot your low-hanging fruits, and then kickstart your SEO campaign. If you have trouble kickstart your SEO campaign, you can, as I said in the beginning, come to us. We can even set up those dashboard for you and your company. We also invented a new agile content development process where we not just create and publish content for you, but we rather SEO check your website if it's technically okay before we publish the content. We are building a dedicated and individualized content strategy for you and your brand. Create the content, quality assurance the content, and then update the content based on the reporting we are building. So when we see that the content we publish is growing but stagnating, then we will update the content rather than create a new URL. So if you want to get in contact with us and request any of those services, visit searchmetrics.com/DSG. If you want us to build this dashboard for you and that you have an overview about your brand and non-brand traffic, then request and POC. You can find it, as I said, on searchmetrics.com/DSG. So thank you very much, Felix, for sharing this with the community. And I hope it was valuable for you and you can take some ideas away. Now, I think we have some questions. The first question is, will you share this dashboard?
We can, yeah. As Björn mentioned before, maybe you can contact us first in DSG and we can have a talk further. If, we can help with your problems, and yeah, we go from there.
Okay, so if you want to have a dashboard, then request us over the URL as I just shown. The second question is, can you automate this dashboard?
Yes. You can even, pull the data from your Search Console, for instance, or you can connect with our Searchmetrics API with the Research Cloud, for instance. Then, you can really automate this. So basically, you can just enter the domain, pick the country within the dashboard, and it will pick up everything.
And I think with Google Sheets is cool and smooth anyway, because it has an API, it connects to other APIs as well, and you can work with different triggers and even automate those triggers so that it pulls the data every Monday 6 o'clock or so. So it's really easy to do it. So the second question you already answered, is then Searchmetrics API? Yes, it is. Third question is, how do you calculate the click-through rate, CPC, conversion rate, and average basket you just shown? And maybe we can jump
to the live.
To the live one, yeah? Okay, let's jump to the live one.
So here in the summary tab, you have this custom entry, right? For position, CPC, CTR. So for organic CTR, you can get the data from your Search Console. So there you can filter out first your brand and non-brand, so you get kind of the split. As a default, we put it like 20%. So in reality, it's more than this. So CPC, CTR, you can also take this data from your AdWords campaign, basically. Or you can cross-match all of your data from analytics to get your conversion rate and your average basket.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah.
Especially conversion and average basket is a KPI you should definitely know if you're running an e-commerce.
Yeah, exactly.
company, right.
That's where your goal should be, right?
Yeah.
So,
and as you said, like click-through rates, it's always good to rely on your own click-through rates. So, go into the Search Console. If you don't have set up Search Console, then there are click-through rate studies, different ones. You can just Google it, and there are like average, click-through rates based on positions in Google. So go with this.
Yeah. And when you're checking your competitors' data, I will put maybe the same click-through rate. So.
Yeah. So I think that's it from the question side. As I said, if you want to get in contact with us, then feel free to visit our website on searchmetrics.com/DSG. I hope, as I said, that you took something away. Thank you very much for sharing this.
Thank you as well.
Wishing you all a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.